Hey YouTube, I'm showing you where to farm Orokin cells in 2024. So you go to Saturn on TTs. I'm doing it solo just for the sake of the video. But any planet that drops Orokin cells and has a boss, you can do this method on. So just bear that in mind. Whichever boss fight you feel comfortable with. I only do this one just for the sake of it. I really don't bother with any other bosses. But there are, there is other bosses you can get Orokin cells from. This is just the one I chose at the time. But the reason for that is because I pulled some really good clips from this to show showcase the Orokin cell drops. And so this first clip, I believe I just pulled 4 off the boss, and that's because I have resourceful retriever and resource drop chances and boosters on. But if you don't have that, you're just gonna get a guaranteed single Orokin cell, which isn't efficient. You should be always having a booster if you want to do some resource farming. That's the way to do it. But okay, this one pulled 2. But in my next clip, I did showcase a little bit of images here in just a moment. So what happened was I was just farming for Orokin cells, because I was bored in Warframe, and I found some cell arrays. I mentioned this in my previous video. So cell arrays are little nodes around the map where you get Orokin cells. And what happened was there was 2 cell array caches in this boss arena fight. And it was amazing. I was kind of blown back. So this is what they look like, and I wish I can get better images here. But there was 2 of them in this boss room. So one behind the boss and then one in front of the boss. It was some weird spawning. For some reason, these Orokin cell caches spawn in the most random places. You'll see in a moment when I find one eventually, and just ahead of time, maybe like 2 minutes ahead. But I was just here, showcasing here, like how many cells you can get from these bosses, or this boss specifically. Like I said, it's not the most efficient way. There are other bosses, so it's just whatever you prefer. Whatever you can fight at the moment, I guess, whatever your build's going on right now. But you can do it in a public session. I'm doing it solo because I didn't want any randoms, being showcased in the video, and just doing some weird stuff, because I was here before, and they were shooting this boss like the worst times, and just messing it up for me. But I'm running Korra just for the sake of it, because getting some extra Orokin cells on the side. So here I pulled 4 from the Korra, and then 2 from that boss there, I believe. But in this next clip, I do showcase where the cell array is. So this is the one where I pulled 2, and I pulled 12 Orokin cells in total from this one mission, and it only took 2 minutes, which I gotta say is pretty impressive. It's pretty lucky. So bear that in mind, your runs are really gonna defer. But for now, I would recommend, if you just need Orokin cells, just do the boss fights. That's pretty much it. Because I tried to, do before a 2-for-1 video, and people were kind of just, badgering in the comments about, oh, it's so inefficient for Orokin cells. That wasn't the point. It was just to get both, so you don't have to do them separately, instead of having to farm bosses all day and then do some blasted farms. But anyways, this is the one where I found the cell array, so you can see what it looks like in game. It has sort of like a darker tone to it, because these maps have some kind of weird dark lighting to them, so it's kind of dark to see them. And most of the time you're gonna see that blue light come from the cell cache. So this is just me fighting the boss again, but you'll see it here in just a moment, because I had to clip it where I was going around the map looking for the cell cache, and surprisingly they seem to have spawned near the exit of the boss fight itself, or when you extract. I did have my little drone or whatever it's called, air support search, to look for it. I don't know if it really show up the rare resources with that, but I gave it a shot. It didn't really show on the map, so I guess it doesn't really work. I'm not really familiar with it. I don't use it quite often, other than maybe some Ayatin sculptures, but this is me just goofing off looking for it. So I eventually gave up and just went to extract. So you'll see me here in a moment. Yeah, I kind of just just give up on the whole thing. So I'm running to the extract, and so you can see what I'm talking about, because I've been yapping for it so long. It's these cell cache arrays. I'm over here trying to look on my mini map, trying to see where they're spawning at, all the resources on the map. And it spawned on my right, to the right of the stream right here, and you can see the blue. It's in the doorway. In the doorway. It's so weird. These caches can spawn anywhere, so keep that in mind. They don't really show up on your mini map, so keep that in mind if you run that little mini map mod. They can spawn anywhere. But I hope this helps some of y'all out for the Orokin cells if you're new to the game, or you just need a refresher. that was the whole point of this video. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if this was any help, you know, leave a like, comment, maybe there's something I missed. But here I'm just showcasing the Kubro, no investments. I have Resourceful Retriever, that's why I was able to pull 2. But you know, if this helped, leave a comment. If it didn't, leave another comment, I guess. But yeah, enjoy your day, and hope you have a great time today.